football team was down a little bit in terms of where they were the past few years. And Mr. Mike Mishler took over in 1998 and Coach Bob Sanders for his junior and senior year. Many of his former teammates are here today, and Coach Mishler is here to make a special presentation as well. Please welcome back to the Prep, Mike Mishler. Sister Claudia, Bob, Mr. and Mrs. Sanders, honored guests, members of Prep, clergy, administration, faculty, staff, family, and friends of Bob, and men of Prep. We are here today to honor one of Erie's very own, one of Cathedral Prep's very own, Bob Sanders. Everyone in this hallowed auditorium knows the Bob Sanders that we have seen so much of in the national and worldwide media these past few years, and especially the last 2 months. Bob Sanders, the hometown hero that almost single-handedly turned around the playoff fate of his team, the Indianapolis Colts. Everyone here is aware that Bob Sanders led his team in tackles throughout the playoffs. The superstar athlete just 2 weeks ago led his team over the Chicago Bears to win the most coveted crown in all sports, the Super Bowl championship. We're all familiar with the Bob Sanders that chose to be in the spotlight next to Peyton Manning and head coach Tony Dungy amidst the confetti as he raised the Lombardi Trophy triumphantly above his head. We're all familiar with the hard-hitting Bob Sanders, the fierce competitor Bob Sanders, the first-team All-Pro Bob Sanders. The Bob Sanders is being talked about in every corner bar across the United States and on every sports radio and TV talk show known to man. We all know the super strong, super explosive, super talented, super player who Bob Sanders is. The Bob Sanders who can do one-footed backflips. The Bob Sanders that is so feared that it is said he lives underneath the bed of the boogeyman himself. Today, however, we are proud to honor the Bob Sanders that many of us here in this room knew as a man of Prep. Someone who just 7 years ago sat in the very same stage as you young men do today. The Prep student Bob Sanders, the young man with a dream Bob Sanders, the son of two phenomenal parents, Mary and Gene Sanders. The young man that was not infallible, Bob Sanders. The young man who I assure you did not don the same hairstyle as he does here today, Bob Sanders. The thing of Bob is former teachers, coaches, and I do want to point out many of his coaches, former coaches, like Tom Calvert, Michael Lex, Chris Krause, Rick Krause. I don't want to name all Fat Sides. I can't see everybody, but they're all here. I want to honor them as well. Former coaches and teammates, Cathedral Prep will tell you is that he was very human during his years here. He was just like you, so many of you out there. Bob would willingly admit that he was not always the image of perfection we see before us today. He struggled at times in the accelerated college prep classrooms at Cathedral Prep. He had to fight hard to earn the respect of teachers, classmates, and teammates after transferring to Prep Home his freshman year of high school. He tried to show people that his small size had nothing to do with how well he could play the game of football. He went through many of his growing pains that all teenage boys are faced with on a day-to-day basis. But much like the Prep motto of the school's promise, Bob grew exponentially over his years here in spirit, mind, and body. In mind, Bob sought out help in the classroom from teachers like Father Hahn and Mr. Clancy that were willing to give some of their time to the young man for anyone who would Bob Sanders would become. Bob worked with the Prep staff diligently to bring up his grades and test scores so he would have a chance to go to college. He eventually hit his scores and made his grades, an accomplishment of which I know Bob and his parents are most proud. In body, he dedicated himself to the weight room and on the playing field did the best he could be. Bob was a three-sport athlete at Prep, where he also wrestled and ran track, and was track coach, Scott Gravett, Coach Moffett here. Bob was always very coachable. He allowed his coaches to harness his talents on the field and allowed him to become one of the best high school football players in the state of Pennsylvania by his junior season. Make no bones about it, Bob was one of the major reasons for the dramatic turnaround in the Prep football program. Before Bob played at Prep, I guess it would be VP, The school had not had a winning season in 5 years. Bob played running back and safety for the Ramblers, donning number 20 jersey for the orange and black. Through his hard work and dedication, he helped the team to Western Finals in his junior year. As a senior, he was selected captain by his coaches and teammates. His senior season was one of the most exciting in prep history. He helped lead the team to a 13-1 record, a state championship appearance, a number 2 final state poll rank, and number 9 national ranking by USA Today. Bob was selected first team All-State, All-Metro, All-District, All-Everything. He was chosen to play in the Big 33 game and was selected captain of that team. So much of the current and past success of the Crow football program can be credited to the play of Bob Sanders in the 1999 team that came so close to the ultimate glory of the state title. Bob was eventually offered a full scholarship from the University of Iowa. Amazingly, Bob had only 2 Division I scholarship offers. Nobody wanted to take a chance in the smallest size. Bob went on to become one of the most dominant players in Iowa Hawkeye football history, making many of the Big Ten universities that chose not to recruit him and eat their words on a weekly basis. He earned All-American honors at Iowa and was drafted by the Indianapolis Colts for their first selection in the 2004 draft. In spirit, Bob also grew in his relationship with the Lord during his time at Prep. He contemplated and developed much of his faith and commitment to Christ while at school. Utilizing the foundation of faith that his parents instilled in him, Bob built on that foundation to become a faith-filled man who honors Christ before all things. You only need to look at his actions off the field to see proof of his love and commitment to Christ. What many of us love most about Bob Sanders is that he has never forgotten his roots or where he came from. Just look at his last 3 days here. He has spent the entire week home sharing the Super Bowl glory with the rest of the city. He's so given his time and talents. He always gives credit to people to help get him where he is today. He always honors God for the blessings that he has received throughout the years. He further honors God by fully utilizing his talents and abilities that God has bestowed on him. Another person who was a very inspirational and spiritual journey was Mrs. Charlie Hepburn, who was out in the hallway, as well as Mr. Evan out in the hallway. In conclusion, let me state unabashedly that I've never met anyone with the pure determination of Bob Sanders. Bob has never, in my entire time knowing him, set a goal for himself that he did not reach. He never ceases to amaze me or anybody else in this room for that matter. When he says he's going to do something, he does it. He told me his junior year, Coach, I'm going to get a 1A scholarship. He's at Iowa. He told me when he's on his way to Iowa, Coach, I'm going to start as a freshman. And I was like, well, Bob, I'm going to understand caliber player. He did. He told me his sophomore year, he was becoming an All-American at Iowa. He did. He told me getting ready for the combine. He was around 4.340, and most people don't know was Bob, because he was in someone's highlight. Nobody knew how fast he was. He ran 4.340 in the combine. He also was 41 and a half. I wish my in the second round, he told me it was going to be my first and second round draft pick. It should have been first. He was a couple like 3 or 4 picks short, but he was the first pick of the Colts in the second round NFL draft. And he told me last year, Coach, I'm going to be an All-Pro. I said, all right, Bob. And he did. And then he told me this year he's going to be a Super Bowl champion. I swear I didn't even find out what the Powerball numbers played. And sure enough, he's raising the trophy a couple weeks ago. The true message here is that Bob has overcome every obstacle in his life and reached levels of his professional career that everyone of us in this room only dream about. He did it by hard work, his faith in Christ, loving his family, by trusting those there to guide him, never believing in naysayers, and always believing in himself. If all we see up here today is a pro football player, then I implore you to look deeper into your own hearts, because Bob Sanders is so much more than that to people who know him best. He's an example to all of us that we can accomplish the greatest of dreams if we truly believe in him. We love you, Bob. I love you, brother. Thank you for this moment. We're going to come on stage now to introduce a video of Mike Gallagher. Thanks for having me back here.
Jabo for a truly historic event here at Cathedral Prep.